Yo! Video games.
Mischief makers. Mischief makers.
I like that.
Man, I'm bored. I came to visit the planet of Clancer. I can't get out.
Master Roshi.
Rena told me to stay in the spaceship. She goes back for scouting. Getting tired. Oh, visitors? I don't remember any of this, man. What the heck? Bad guys.
Damn.
Damn, the graphics. They're assaulting me.
Damn. Destroying that old man. Walking up his place. What that guy doing?
Do I gotta shake something? Shake something?
Sure, Sean.
I'm dead. I'm gone.
Yeah. It's just combat crawling.
Good intro. It's a good intro. I like that. It was good. It's high quality. Good high quality intro.
Meet Marina.
Rokuo, thank you very much, dude.
Strange ass game.
Have you ever seen this game?
I've seen it Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
That's about the cover of it, right?
Cover, and I think
It's a side-scrolling shooting platformer.
Yeah.
Chad, how many of y'all had to settle in Blockbuster when it was Blockbuster night and the fucking game you wanted was all rented out and you had to fucking settle?
Yeah, number fives.
How many of y'all had to settle? I'm like, this is the game you might have fought, like, you know, when you had to settle. Too many times to count. There was a way to feel heartbreak as a kid. As when that new game came out and it was all rented out.
Yeah.
You felt heartbreak and you felt settling. That was the first time you settled.
This is a weird fucking game. Oh my god, the buttons are so weird.
And the 4 copies were rented out. Deep cuts, yeah.
I'll grab you. I swear to god. There you go.
And no refunds. You rented a stinker. You had to sit with that stinker the whole fucking weekend. I mean, at least it wasn't like buying a stinker, but fucking renting a stinker also very much sucked because your whole weekend. No one rented games in Greece. Oh,
How the fuck did I do that? Some other button?
I remember one time I rented a stinker. It was so bad that we said the game didn't work. Oh yeah, it didn't work. Yeah. And they gave us a new one.
What game was that?
I think it was some racing game that was like, that sounded cool and it was just garbage. It was like, no, yeah. It was like...
Here, old man.
Something like not Rad Racer.
Time is over, old man.
It was some cool sounding racing game.
Rage Racer. Can't you grab to the sides
like
of
Wreck
the
Racing or something, and it was like, damn. That sounds cool, and the game was just awful. It looked like a Nintendo game. It was a Super Nintendo game, and it looked like an NES game. Not Extreme G. Extreme G was awesome. That was a great rental game. Extreme G, that was a game that I rented.
Such a weird fucking game, man. I used to play this.
Fucking that thing.
This is some treasure
No,
bullshit.
it was a Super Nintendo racer. Hold down.
Stunt Race FX.
No, Stunt Race FX was cool. I think those games are just pretty cool.
Whoever came up with the gimmick of this game was high.
Yeah, it was a Super Nintendo. There was a couple of stinkers that were just bad. Well, you know what was a fun rental game? Unicycle. Uniracer.
Rockstar made that game.
Yeah, that was a fun rental.
Rockstar made that game, and it is actually illegal. own it. Well, not to own it, but
Wow.
like it was taken off store shelves illegally. Because guess who sued Rockstar and won for Uniracers?
Activision.
Pixar.
Pixar, holy
Yep,
shit.
because they claimed it was infringing on the copyright of one of their early shorts.
Wow.
But yeah, one of Rockstar Games' very first creations, or I should say DMA Designs, who made GTA 3. One of their very first game creations actually was deemed a copyright infringing video game.
Damn. Yeah, Uniracer, I thought it was a fun game. Me and my buddy, like... And and renting a game, it was always your buddy was coming over to sleep over, and you had to rent a cool 2-player game.
This is the weirdest game I think I've ever played. I feel like somebody playing Nights into Dreams for the first time, and you're just like, what the fuck? What do I? What the fuck do I even do in this shit? You have to talk to them? Go to hell. Ow, fire indeed hot.
Rented it several times. I think Uniracer is a game you'd want to rent, but maybe not own.
You would now!
You would now, yeah.
Not anymore.
Shake 'em
Fucko.
up. Give me your fucking money. Lost art form.
Very helpful.
You know what racing game was awesome for the Super Nintendo? Fucking Rock and Roll Racing. Made by Blizzard. Yeah, that game is fucking incredible. Rock and Roll Racing. One of the best racing games. I remember Top Gear being not so hot.
Oh, thank God!
Yo!
He's
Street Racer. Oh god, I think it was Battle Cars. I think Battle Cars is...
You argued that, like, it was broken, it was so bad.
Yeah. No, you know, I remember Battle Cars was whack, but it was even a worse game than Battle Cars.
Very crabby game.
I think that's the gimmick. For some reason, I don't remember the grab thing being a thing in this thing.
Are you saying it's the Pixar
Fuck out of the way!
Speaking of Pixar, this is the John Lasseter game.
The John Lasseter game.
Everyone gets hugged.
Everyone gets a big hug.
I'm done. I'm done.
I'm done.
That's the game summed up. I'm done.
I'm done.
Treasure knows. They're like, okay, this is a weird concept. All right, we get it. It's a weird game.
This is Treasure. They used to make really weird but really good games. Nobody bought them.
They made Gunstar, right?
Yep.
Gunstar Heroes. This is definitely a
Oh my
Gunstar
God.
Heroes kind of
I think
game.
it was-
Star Heroes.
I think it was Cyber Spin.
and- This was the big one they did on Saturn. Well, they did.
Dude, it was Cyber Spin. Look at this box art. This shit like, damn, this looks cool.
Cyberspin.
And then this was the game.
Yeah.
It looked like an NES game.
It does.
And I remember we rented that, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be stuck in my buddy's house with this fucking game that looked really fucking cool, and now it's like an NES game, and I don't even think it was 2 players. I'm like, no fucking way. You know what? This game didn't work.
I remember like beating that game, but I remember none of that.
None of it.
None of that.
Wow.
I remember nothing of the game being like a grab fiesta game where you like grab and throw shit and do stuff. Because I know that game's good, but goddamn, is it weird as holy shit. Yeah, I didn't like the look of Donkey Kong Country 3 either. Something about it, like. Something about
He's an odd one.
DKC 3 is like the best looking one graphically.
Yeah.
But artistically, like an art style, I don't. Yeah, it just doesn't hook you. It doesn't grab you the same way that DK2 and DK1 does. DK1 is still the best one. Like visually, there's so many more like greens, really good green colors.
Yeah.
Used in DK1 and good contrasty colors. And I think DK2 is a slight step down on an art side. But that's just me, you know? People like DKC2 the best because of more piratey stuff, you know?
I appreciate it too.
Skull and crossbones shit.
DKC2 is kind of more of a gauntlet of a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I loved this game because it was more realistic. I mean, SSS Tricky wasn't out in time, but SS Tricky, like,
Well, yeah, this was much
silly.
more of a sim
A sim, yeah.
snowboarder. This was not meant to be an arcadey snowboarder.
It was not meant to be cool borders.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of competes with Cool Board, but it's really meant to be a simulator snowboard experience, not a...
Yeah, SSX was way later. Like,
Yeah.
this was the competition for this game was cool borders.
All right.
And Sega's competition for that was a game called Steep Slope
Well, we can
Sliders.
race. Oh, we'll do one match race.
Yeah? Too bad.
Ricky Winter. Ari Hayami.
What's up?
Hey.
Bob Haywood. These all are Easter egg nicknames between their names. From like Nintendo employees.
Dennis Rodman.
That dude's head was insane looking. Had a straight cone head.
I'm Dennis Rodman.
My brain's in another body.
The thing I think that's the most craziest to me is like this is an internal Nintendo game
No power.
made by like Miyamoto's team,
Weird.
right? Like it.
A snowboarding game.
Yeah, because Miyamoto apparently really like skiing and snowboarding at some point in his life.
Well, and snowboarding was popular, you know,
Super
like at
popular
the time.
at the time. But it's like no one was gonna make a fucking snowboarding game for the N64 because of how poorly it was doing.
Winterboard versus Dion Blaster.
Eon Fluster.
Go!
This is good looking. You know why this is
Yeah.
good looking? It's consistent.
Yes.
Its frame rate is running at about the same thing right now. Its visuals aren't super muddy, right?
Yep.
It doesn't have that muddy look that other games do.
Yeah.
I'll take the crisp look over the muddy look. This looks like this game actually does not have the filter on it.
Yep.
Not there, right? There's actual sharp edges.
I think that's why, yeah, this game, like whoa.
It just sticks out, right?
Yeah.
And some games are like that. Some games do not have the filter, the Vaseline filter. Expansion pack? The expansion pack didn't increase like resolution.
It could.
Yeah, but not for like
It would have to
these
be,
games.
It would have to be programmed with it in mind. And this game came out before it.
There were some other games that were like that, yeah, that did not have the Z buffer.
They called it the Z buffer, or blast process. Like N64 or RE2 with the expansion pack, it changes resolutions all like crazy.
Really?
Yeah, with the expansion pack, you even have modes where you can actually tell it. Like, it actually has an honest to god performance or resolution mode.
Yeah.
A couple games on N64 actually have that, which is funny because like that became a thing later on.
Yeah.
With the PS4 Pro.
Versus Blaster.
Is this the replay?
That's the next course.
Go!
But yeah, it was funny. Like, hey, resolution. Do you want 480i with bad frame rate, or do you want like 240p or 360p with better frame rate. It's like, wow, what a choice! But back then, not like your TVs could tell much difference.
Bro. Things definitely look sharper. Like, I even remember when I had a Saturn being very young, that those title screens on Saturn looked really sharp.
Really good.
Like, wow, these look really, like, detailed.
Clean.
Like, clean and detailed. And that was the first introduction to what was essentially like a 480, practically, I don't know if it was a 480p. Chad, what did the Saturn do on some games like Virtua Fighter? It wasn't 480p, maybe it was 480i?
480i.
Yeah, it was decent looking.
High-res screens.
What are those snowboards I have? I have 2 now. I had 3 before.
It was some kind of Sam, thank you.
Yeah, frame rate resolution, things have really changed. Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're not really.
It sucks that we're still sort of in this point, because the thing is, you can sell a resolution. You can't sell a frame rate. You have to like specifically like render out a video to like really
those
show
are lives.
it,
Yeah.
Versus Dion Blaster.
Elon Musker.
So that's the problem, where we still live in a world where companies would rather have a obviously just basically better graphics
Yeah.
than performance. Because you can print it, you can
Oh, that's why I was getting.
you can even hide it in videos, you know. You're not gonna know if a game performs great until you own it and you're playing it on your own TV.
Yeah. True.
Golden Forest.
The Golden Shower.
Half pipe. That's when you've done.
Yeah.
There's
think
not
I
a lot.
remember.
There's not a lot of courses in this game.
Nah, yeah.
Ricky Winterboard. Go.
Winterboard.
Better graphics.
Yeah,
better
see, I
games.
remember that. See, this, like, the speed felt really fast in this.
I mean, it's chunking up now, and if you hit the outer snow, it fucking dies.
Oh.
I own this game.
Huh.
Time extension.
I'm not doing a lot of tricks.
I know you're not. But man, when you hit the powder snow, it'll.
Oh, there we go, yeah. But you technically do go slower.
You're like, oh well, it's like realistic because it slows everything down. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Realism. Oh.
I want a snowboarding in the same vein of like an Afterburner.
Delphin.
You know?
Right?
You know?
Shifty McNuts. A slappy McTwist.
Care about graphics and gameplay. Well, you can't really have both.
Time extension.
I want a snowboarding downhill 40-person race.
Well, like
plays
that
out
one-
like split second or
like-
some shit where you
yeah.
can blow up the mountain.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that Ubisoft game?
Yeah, right? With the bikes and
Riders
the...
Republic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What happened to that game?
Seemed interesting. I'm like, man, we would play this. Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
we
Damn, there's a
It was
first...
like
we do a big
bunch of
dump-
players
Holy
and biking
shit.
down a mountain, right?
Yeah.
I forgot
Yeah.
this had a...
They got pushed back? Okay, good. That's good.
Come out June 12th.
Oh, God! No!
Eternal and Village. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, like,
Extension.
if you boost everything on fucking Village with the highest spec PCs, you're still gonna get weird fucking shit. Like, it doesn't run at 60 for some reason if you turn everything on.
Yeah, no, where the game is actually, like, busted at times. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually got broken parts that...
Yeah,
oh,
Returnal
this
is
just an
definitely
issue.
one of those like, hey, because the thing is, here's my thing: you don't focus on graphics and gameplay. You focus on art style and gameplay. Just make your game, because your game can look good with a good art, an artistic vision, good art,
Oh, yeah.
art style. But if you want something to look like a movie,
Yeah,
then that's going to hog the performance out of it. So
it's true.
and I don't want that anyways.
All right, chat. We made a little bit of a makeshift stream out of this because we started pretty late, but hope you guys had fun. Thank you guys for all the support tonight. I'll be taking tomorrow off. I gotta look after Ripley all day, and yeah, we'll be back next week. I'll probably, until like these betas and everything start happening, I'll probably be playing more Resident Evil, I think. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, appreciate you dudes hanging out with us tonight. I'll see you next week. Shine on.